Hey everyone and welcome to this new review. Today we'll talk about the Proaim curve and line. This is a slider from Proaim which they gave me to help me make this video, so thank you for that. If this product is worth its price and who should buy it, we'll see after the intro, so let's go. What is the Proaim curve and line slider anyway? This is not a normal slider like you know it from my other videos. This is a motorized curved slider. Let's start with the design. Incidentally, this is already the first strength of the slider. It is made entirely out of aluminum. This makes it extremely light but also rigid. It weighs only about 2 kilograms, which is not very heavy for a slider with a motor. This makes it easy to carry it with you. The slider feels extremely high quality and is built that it also works perfectly even after years of use. The only parts that are not made out of metal are the screws for the stand, but that doesn't matter. Originally, the slider comes with a normal module without an electric drive, but also works great. But in a second package, a motorized motion module is included that is also perfectly built. It comes with 3 aluminum wheels and a rubber wheel which is connected to the motor and will move the whole camera setup. On the rollers sits a large metal plate to carry the fluid head. This plate has many screw holes that will let you attach magic arms. There's also a wheel to adjust the resistance, but you only need it if you use the slider without a motor, because you can adjust the speed using the remote control. The remote control is made entirely out of metal, but it isn't too heavy. Attached to it is the wheel for the speed. On the front there are self-explanatory buttons for operating the slider, a few colorful LEDs and a power switch. On the back is the battery to power the whole system. A cable provides the connection and the power from the remote control to the slider. In addition, the slider has 4 spirit levels to always take straight shots. But now we finally come to the features. What can such a motorized curved slider do, and what is the big difference to a normal one? The first advantage is the curved side of the slider. This allows using the slider much more creative. For example, it allows filming around a product or a person. And if you film in the other direction, you catch a lot more during a shot because it's actually more of a panning than a slide. These small differences make the results more unique and more noticeable. Overall, the slider is 91 cm and the curved side is about 1 meter long. In my opinion, this is the perfect length, and in most cases you don't need more. You can take it with you on every session because it's set up functional in under 5 minutes. A second point about the drive. A machine controlled slider is 1,000 times more precise and accurate than a human. Even with the years of experience, you can never get as much out of a $100 slider as this one does. There are absolutely no jerks, and therefore the slider is always 100% reliable when filming. This has the advantage that shots only have to be made 1 time instead of 5 times. In addition, shots can be repeated exactly the same way. You all know shots where something changes in a movement in the picture. This is much better with a motorized slider because the speed is the same and it's constant. Summarized, you save a lot of time and work and still get much better results. In case you need faster recordings than a slider would be able to deliver, you can decouple the rubber wheel and operate the slider by hand. This works fine too. It runs extremely fluid, and with fast shots it is impossible to detect jerks of the hand. The only real downside I discovered on the slider is the noise of the drive. Although the slider is relatively quiet on slow rides, it is definitely audible on fast recordings, and if you want to use it in an interview for example, you have to realize that you only can use it slowly. In most cases this is not annoying, but I think you have to know it. But now let's come to a conclusion. Is the slider worth its money, and if so, who should buy such a slider? If you compare it with other motorized sliders on the market, you see that you get a lot for your money. Above all, in terms of build quality and materials, this is very far ahead. Of course, I have not tested all the competition of this type, but I'm really convinced of the curve and line. Anyone who makes money with filmmaking and has to film a lot of products or persons can really think about buying such a slider. It saves a lot of time, the work is more fun and the results are much better. But if you're just a hobby filmmaker, maybe 500 euros is too much for a single piece of equipment. I would rather invest in a good fluid head. So guys, that's it again for this video. If you liked it, please leave me feedback in the comments and subscribe to see future videos. I thank you so much for attention, see you soon and bye.